Alright, time for the last of the Pish Tim style games. Of course, there's gonna be 3 routes to go through. Falcom presents is this the opening movie? Ah, the harmonica. The one that Rhea uses. Wonder what would happen if someone tried to swap her and Joshua's harmonica. It probably wouldn't work very well because they're made of different materials. Who knows, maybe that Claria harmonica will somehow help Joshua against Ouroboros somehow. Nah. So am I getting an opening movie or not? Or do I have to actually start a new game for that? Okay. Holy shit, the GPU usage is really high. Again. I don't know how this keeps happening. No games to load. Okay, auto dash once able. I got the same button set up as before, as in Felgana, so that my my right shoulder button should give me magic. Okay, starting with Yunica. Some of the other users say that Yunica is somewhat harder than the other two, but all the more reason to do it first. Nightmare because I kind of set a precedent in the very first D's game. I really should have just went with normal. Should have been a normie. Huh? Why did that have voice acting? I hope I'm not losing any frames for this. GPU usage is really spiking for some reason. French voices? I don't know what language this is. Black Pearl. Those who already played the first 2 games already know the truth behind it.
Avec l'éclairage, on pouvait amplifier ses pouvoirs magiques. Grâce à elle, on croyait que les pouvoirs de Is dureraient une éternité.
Yeah, none of this is gonna last forever.
Mais soudain, un désastre frappa.
One day, disaster struck.
Beaucoup de monstres démoniques sont apparus. Et on commençait à envahir East.
Is there a language setting that I'm missing?
On tout fait de ravager la terre. Mais tous les habitants
I better check this later.
dans le temple des Salons. On aurait dit la fin du monde. C'est alors la perle noire qui sauva East de la ruine.
They didn't take all of the shrine though. Part of it got left behind.
Mais aussitôt après ces soulagements fugitifs, les
How do they build? How do they build that tower so quickly and neatly?
Une nuée de monstres ayant sont partis en direction du sanctuaire. East menaçait de tomber.
Winged creatures. That could be an issue. But at least we don't have to deal with our ground forces. Wait. The winged ones could the winged enemies could carry the land ones, just like in the Pishtim. Oh no.
Les systèmes ont pris une résolution.
The goddesses should be fine. They're supposed to be resistant to magic.
Ils ont organisé une sélection parmi des chevaliers.
Search party of knights and sorcerers was formed.
Enfin, les sangs, ils envahiront à la terre dévastée.
I am sure that I must have missed a language setting in the config file. This is very weird. The rest of the text should be in English, though. But still. How? That was strange. And let's hope I still get my 60 FPS, otherwise I may have to crank down the settings. Oh. Hopefully those birds are friendly and not enemies. Ah! They're just bursting from the ground. Look at how tall it is. It's gonna be even worse than when Adol had to do it. Even though they say there's a party of knights, we don't have a party system in this game, so yeah, that kind of sucks. Kind of a missed opportunity. They would have had the perfect excuse to have a bunch of people traveling together and stuff. Whoa. Oh shoot, that was the search party, wasn't it? Okay, now the moment of truth. Can I record 60 FPS here? My whole life I've never been able to use magic. Now it's not voiced. But I made a promise long ago. I promised I would become a knight. I told myself I would guard those two with my life just as my dad did. Please, Dad, watch over me. I swear I'll become a holy knight and keep our ladies Rhea and Fina from harm. Keeping an eye on the FPS there. Okay, this is gonna hammer my computer really hard now. My GPU is sitting at 85%. Oof. Where am I? Let's see. Ow, my butt. Okay, focus. I joined up with the search party heading down to the surface. And then what? I remember there was a sudden impact, like we hit something, or something hit us. Wait, is that... Rhoda Tree, the elder brother. The first boss of the game. Just kidding, despite that little subtitle there. It is. It's really you, Rhoda Tree. You survived. You finally awoken. You seem familiar to me. A friend of the goddesses, are you not? I am. The name's Yunica. Yunica Tovah. Yes, I remember now. You're Priest Tovah's granddaughter. Well, yes, I am, but I don't really take after him all that much. I can't even use magic. You're the elder Rhoda Tree, right? How's your younger brother? Is he alright? Yes, he's fine. In fact, he's been my sole conversation partner all this time. It was starting to get rather boring down here. Ha, I'll bet. You're always quite the chatterbox. I must admit, when the shrine ascended, I found myself worrying about you two. I'm really glad you're both okay. The goddesses gave us life, and they maintain our lives as well. These noxious fumes will not sever our bonds with them so easily. But you, Tovah. When was it I beheld a man with one companion in tow, surrounded by a horde of demons? Am I correct in assuming, then, that he too was of the Tovah lineage? Yeah, that was my dad. He stayed behind the surface and bought us some time to raise Solomon's shrine. My grandpa says he couldn't have survived down there. I felt his essence disappear into the miasma. Which is not to say I witnessed his death, but I can hardly doubt his fate. So I guess Grandpa was right. Well, then I guess the book is closed on him, so now it's his daughter's time to shine. Oh, do you seek something from this ruined land then? Yes, we've come down to the surface in search of our ladies Rhea and Fina. A few days ago, the two of them vanished from the shrine, and no one's seen or heard from them since. I did catch sight of the goddesses. It was perhaps 3 days ago. You saw them? So far, Xion was right. They really did come to the surface. Do you see where they went? You see that tower at the foot of Mount Precious? That was what it's called? That horrifying tower built to bridge this ruined land with Solomon's shrine up above. Zooming out. This is hurting my GPU. Though it is weak, I can sense the essence of both goddesses in that place. What? They're in the tower? Why didn't you stop them? They sought the tower of their own volition. I saw no reason to intervene. But you know what that tower represents? Wait, they're not alone. I sense others in and around this perimeter. Your companions, I believe. Oh, which companions? Who's over there? So you'll go to them? I will. I need to meet up with the others right away so we can bring our stray goddesses back home. You must be such a dangerous planet, no ordinary demon outside world. Oh shoot. Rhoda, speak to me. Say something. Guess the gases are starting to flare up. With no magic of my own to fall back on, I'm afraid I can't hear your voice anymore, old friend. Lady Rhea, Lady Fina. So apparently there's a really bad demon out there, not an ordinary one. Ugh! It'd be really bad if I lost to the first... Wait, what? Will there be a retry offset if I lose to the first enemy? Huh. That's a pretty bad time to think about it, huh? I have to go for this cutscene again. Okay. So... Am I in the tower yet? Yup. The first floor. The tower entrance. This doesn't feel right. Shouldn't there be more demons guarding the entrance? Huh? Ah! I suppose we should have expected this, considering where we are. If only we had some of the others with us, we'd be on more even footing. We'll put up a barrier and try to hold it for as long as possible. That should buy you some time to take out the demons on that side. Your demons means better odds, right? If I must take up arms, then so be it. Ah, aren't you? Apprentice Knight Yunica Tovah at your service. Much obliged. They're dual-wielding! Do what you can with these beasts, if you please. We'll take care of the demons in the room's periphery. Understood. Dino! Eolia, come! Yes, father. Right away. Okay. Quick combat tutorial. Your rotten creatures have turned all our lives upside down and taken my dad away from me. So don't expect me to hold back. Lunge attack is really difficult though. Randomly lowers defense this time, so it's more crucial to actually get this one right. Down thrust. Normal attack. They didn't tell me how many combos I get though. They weren't kidding when they said she was harder to handle than Adol. Ah, let me grab that last piece. Oh shit. Oh shit. I don't have any MP. I only have boost. I don't have double jump, so it's kind of hard to get used to. Oh no! Give me this SP! I barely survived the tutorial battle! This is not looking promising. She does not handle as well as Adol does, even at his weakest. Huff puff. Nicely done. They weren't kidding when they said she was a hard character. I hope, hopefully, Hugo and the other guy are easier to deal with. Far superior, and you two are, Heck, guess there wasn't much time for introductions now, was there? I'm Dino, an acolyte of Solomon's Shrine. And I'm his colleague, Eolia. I'm Yunica Tovah. It's nice to meet you both. Tovah? Any relation to the Commander Saul Tovah? Oh yes, I'm his daughter. You live up to your heritage then. Your fighting style is gallant and graceful. Were I to wield a battle axe of that size, well, suffice to say I'd have a hard time keeping my balance, let alone hitting anything. Well, you see, I can't use magic, so my strength is really all I have. Ah, I see. This young lady was kind enough to volunteer her services in search of our runaway deities. So I suggest we put forth our best effort to find them. For their sakes, for ours, and for the commanders as well. Far superior, thank you so much. But where are the other knights? And the sorcerers? Aren't they with you? I'm afraid not. Just as the surface came in sight, our transport spell was disrupted by some outside force. Intentionally, as best as I can tell. Was that the impact I felt then? It was, and where it hit us, it blocked out all the ability to control the transport, resulting in a breakdown of the entire enchantment. We were scattered in all directions and hurled down to the surface quite unceremoniously. There could have been much worse. Were it not for individual barriers, the fall alone surely would have been fatal. Whatever force knocked us from the sky originated from this tower. So we've come to determine who's responsible, and for what reason. That doesn't explain why you're here though, Yunica, and all alone no less. Well, about that. Yunica recounted her conversation with the Road Tree regarding the whereabouts of the goddesses. Could that really be true? Why would they come to such a dreadful place? I can't even begin to imagine. Father, we must find them at once. Indeed, there is no time to lose. Sadly, even with our powers pooled, our fighting skills are no match for the denizens of this wicked place. We need to reassemble the search party before we can begin in earnest. Of course, you're absolutely right. May I entrust this task to you, Dino? Yes, Father, thank you. Using the road trees as a base, I'll search the area via transport spell and round up everyone I can find. As for you, young lady... Yes, Father Superior? There's no guarantee that a situation similar to the one we just experienced won't recur. I'd like for you to remain here with us until the rest of our party arrives, keeping a watchful eye for any more uninvited guests. Oh, okay. Is something wrong? Well... I was kind of hoping you might let me do a little recon, just in the immediate area, of course, not too far away or anything. I'd like to get in some combat training, so I don't let my guard down if the situation gets critical. I mean, I'm just an apprentice knight, and with no magic ability whatsoever. Well, I'm just kind of worried I'll get in the way, you know. Admittedly, your reasoning is sound, but I would be remiss to blindly offer consent, knowing the risks. Well, we need to learn more about this tower anyway, don't we? I mean, we barely know anything about it. Come on, please. I'm up to it. I know I am. It's a good thing I learned about the dangers of having a low CQP. Otherwise, the textures in this place would surely blow up my video. I better check the video later on, just to be sure. Very well. I shall personally explain the situation to Sir Galleon upon his arrival. Seriously? Oh, thank you. Thank you so very, very much. There is one condition, however. I must insist that you take this with you. The crystal. What's this? Come over here, please. I'll show you. A lot of people actually had trouble saving, even though he basically showed you how to do it. It's the statue of a monster. How twisted. Just watch. The crystal's power purified the demon statue. Wow, just like that. It's a goddess statue, but how? The best way to explain it would be to say that it's been returned to its original natural form. When Ys ascended, several goddess statues were left behind the surface. It seems the demons must have found one, brought here, and changed it. To what end, I cannot say. If they didn't bring these things, I'd never be able to beat the game, that's for sure. Oh. Lady Rhea, Lady Fina, I'm sorry I said you were twisted. I didn't recognize you like that. I think it's safe to assume the other goddess statues have been brought here as well, and have likely met with a similar fate. Plus the crystal. If you're to scout the tower, you may well encounter the other statues and can purify them just as I did this one. Alright, sounds easy enough. It's kind of like a portable blessing. Ah, but that's not all. It has another function as well. It can magically transport you to any purified goddess statue within the tower, in the blink of an eye. And the object itself is enchanted with this ability, so no magic will be required on your part. Sounds like a lifesaver. Thank you again, Father Superior, for your blessing and for this crystal as well. Yunica, I'd like you to take this with you too. Lila shell, I remember this one. A shell? Another magical item. In this case, it serves as a communication device, allowing us to speak with one another across any distance. No matter where you may be, just talk into the shell. Unless I'm somehow indisposed, I'll hear you. Should you find yourself in any need of assistance, please don't hesitate to make use of it. Neat, thanks a bunch. I'll take good care of it. But before I go, Father Superior, Sister Eolia. Yes, is there something else you needed? I know I just kind of stubbornly forced my way into the search party. And now I've actually managed to convince you to let me go off on my own. So I just want to say, I won't let you down, I promise. Thanks for being so accommodating. I may not ever be as great a knight as my dad was, but I'll do everything in my power to find our goddesses. You can count on me. I hope you'll be able to count on us too. We're all in this together, you know. We'll be right here if you need us. Do not hesitate to return for any reason, and may the goddesses guide your path. Please don't forget, if the situation becomes dire, use the power of the crystal. Let it bring you back to safety. I will, and may the goddesses guide your path as well. I really miss double jump and dash days. I can't practice my swings here. Shoot. This is essentially the only town in the game. Topic, the manual. Boost. Recovery items, but they're not very likely to drop. Fills the boost gauge. I don't remember this one before. Oxygen fruit. Oh no. This means we have an underwater level. Battle draw. Temporarily increase your strength when picked up. Bigger the balls the bigger balls effects last longer. Okay, here's the tutorial for the crystal. Battle axe. And I don't collect SP very quickly in this in nightmare mode. I can upgrade my equipment like before, but it's gonna be tough now. I'm gonna get barely enough to do it, unless I kill lots and lots of enemies. I can jump on top of the goddess. Hiya! I can't save on top of her though. Whee! What if I try to use the Lila shell here? I'm in the same room. I don't think there's any reason to use the Lila shell here. Yunica, put away the Lila shell. Okay. I'll be offering my assistance in locating everyone from here. If you get stuck at any point, please don't hesitate to get in touch. I'll do my best to help you figure out where you need to go or what you need to do. The Lila shell functions as a long-range communication device. Its magic is very powerful. You can use it whenever you need to get in touch with me. Just remember, if you're ever having any trouble in your search, I'm only a shell call away. Maybe she'll give me advice on how to do certain puzzles. I'll be glad to help in any way I can. The crystals were created by Priest Dabby, but combining his power over light with Priest Hadal's power over earth. You should be able to use the one Father Shion gave you to purify any cursed goddess statues you find in the tower. You may already know this, but the statues will heal your wounds when touched and can even confer divine blessings upon you. Once the statue has been purified, you can warp right back to it any time you want, just by holding the crystal aloft. Should you ever find yourself in mortal danger, that thing could save your life. You make an offering of spiritual power to the statues in exchange for many different kinds of divine blessings. When demons are defeated, they often leave SP fragments behind, so make sure you pick them up. Since the demons built this tower, there's no way of knowing what awaits us here. If you ever feel you're in danger, do not hesitate to use the crystal and return it to us. It could easily save your life. Nightmare Yunica. Strengthen current armor. Weapons will require a different system to upgrade, unfortunately. Stationary heal rate. Movement speed. Some of these would take forever. I mean, I could probably get this one and maybe this one if I am really dedicated. But still. Increased SP gain. I don't know if that even works on Nightmare. Increased movement speed would make me pretty OP. Reduced MP usage would also help a lot. Huh. What's the first area I'd like? Probably... What the heck was that? What the... That's not a lot of SP. Damn. Hey, I'm almost leveled up too. Also, oh crap, it's one of those I remember those statues from before. Yeah, the last part of her combo is really troublesome. And that pot had nothing in it! Shoot. God, I'm not sure I can handle this enemy here yet. Oh no. If I can just lure these two away, I think I have a chance. The hell did I pick up? Oh shoot, the red enemies. Those are going to be interesting. Yeah, if I actually corner it, I can do a little more damage with it, I guess. So Certain Panacea, what does that do? Raises max hit points. No reason not to use it, I think. Okay, let's keep going. Just healing items. Shoot, I should not have broken those. These guys are stronger than usual, apparently. Huh? Oh, got him! I used the defense down skill in order to make it slightly faster. This looks like one of the holy artifacts of ease. Why would demons have it? Surge of power bursts forth from the artifact. Yunica was granted use of whirlwind, but I don't have charge mode yet. It can only be used as in its weakest state. Some enemies have elemental weaknesses as well? Seriously? Oh shoot. Default to C key gliding. Charging, but I need at least one emerald. Oh, I had no idea there was so much power in this thing. It's not really magic like the sorcerer's cast, but it's sure close enough for me. I'll take whatever I can get. It handles differently from Adol's version of it. There's still more of them, huh? Oh shit, there's stronger ones! They can jump?! Only one at a time, huh? Shoot. What the heck is this one, though? How am I supposed to get that one? The enemies are getting slowly stronger, huh? Is this timed? Oh no. Yeah, that's how you get across, but... Holy shit. Okay, they say to skip the first fork for now. Holy shit. What am I supposed to... Yeah, I'm supposed to get trapped on purpose here. Uh-oh. Eep, what's happening? No! Okay, but at least I can still teleport and stuff. Where am I? Looks like a different room entirely. I guess that weird magic circle thing must have teleported me here. That's a pretty sophisticated trap for a bunch of demons. Strengthened current armor might be a good choice for now. Seriously. Hold on, I don't want to save in case there's a consequence to doing so. It's done. It can only be done once per armor, huh? Maxed? Only one defense, but it could make a difference, huh? And what exactly am I supposed to do here? Go south and there's supposed to be more stuff to deal with. Out of curiosity, what does the Lila shell say? Yunica, is everything alright? Yunica told Aeolia that she had been transported to another room. A teleport trap? From what you've described, it sounds like the crux of the matter is the pulling force of that vortex in the center of the room. Give me some time to think about it, and I'll see what I can come up with. In the meantime, you might as well keep on exploring. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed watching Yunica go act crazy on those enemies, please leave a like and subscribe.